Greetings, Love Posse. Most people have a feeling of nostalgia for the past. Some may say even an unhealthy attachment to the past. What is it about the past that makes most people want to hang on to it? The past is not the present. You know, I've been around people who look at the past and use it as an excuse to not move forward. They experience something in the past that they believe is so painful. They were so hurt that they can't move forward. They can't let it go. They're sort of stuck in the past. They can't see that in the present, the hurt is not here. The pain is not here. They're living in a false reality. Someone hurt them, and now in the present, everyone hurts them, even though no one's hurting them because they have chosen to not interact. They have chosen to not go forth with an open heart. They've chosen not to couple, not to have friends because of past hurt. Unaware, not conscious that they're not being hurt in the present. So they're using the past as an excuse to be a victim in the present, not wanting to live in the present, not connecting psychically. That what happened in the past is not happening in the present. Then we have those other people who seemingly experienced so much trauma in the past that they've forgotten different segments of the past. They have amnesia. I know people like this. In my own family, I may bring up something about the past. Oh, remember when? No, I don't. Oh, hey, remember when? No, I don't. I had someone very close to me recently say to me, wow, I must have experienced a lot of trauma in our childhood because I don't remember most of it. Wow. And even me bringing it up causes angst, resistance, pain. Even pointing out that whatever happened then is not happening now. You're safe in this present moment. It's not happening now. Then we have the group of people. The past means tradition to them. They were on top. It was their glory days. People like me had a place. And people like me in the skin that I'm in knew our place. They reigned white supremacy. Or they were this athlete. They were in their prime, strong, noticed. In the past, they benefited from other people's pain and suffering. In the past. And they want to stay in the past. Because it's too painful to let go of that power, that control. That perception of superiority, of greatness. That they experienced in the past. So they hang on to the past, fighting for it in the present. It creates a false sense of reality when we hang on to the past, because the past is not the present. Those things that we're hanging on to, situations, experiences, our glory days, whatever we want to call it, however we want to describe it, fantasize about it, it's not in the present. And when we hang on to something that's not happening in the present, it creates suffering. Because we're not living in reality. It creates delusion because it's not in the present. It's not real. What's real is happening in the present. We can't go back. We can only go forward. And if you're choosing to stay back there in the past, then you're choosing not to grow, not to change, not to progress. You're choosing to stay stuck in your hurt, in your misery, in your made-up tradition, because we make up traditions. Again, social constructs. Question, why would anyone want to stay in the past? The narrative of white supremacy. Why would they want to stay in the past? You have to question that. Where they're on top. Where they're benefiting from other people's pain and suffering. Where they're participating in inhumane acts. Why would you want to hang on to it? You must ask yourself that question. If you were hurt in the past by by someone, why would you want to hang on to that pain of the past rather than heal that pain, heal that trauma in the present? Sometimes we hang on to our hurts and pains in the past because we benefit. We benefit from the attention. It becomes our story. We get attention from our story. Some people don't know how to let the past go, and I challenge you to get help. The past is not the present. The only thing to be gained from the past are our lessons so that we don't repeat the past. Here, in the present moment, you can find new triumphs, new relationships. You can learn to be aware that the love that you believe you lost from a relationship, the people that have gone, that were in the past, that you're missing through your memories, are still with you in the present. Choose to be open to the miracles in the present. Know that the love that you believe you may have lost from someone in the past resides within you in the present. You're only hurting yourself and others, hanging on to a past that no longer exists. I invite you to experience the present, right here, right now. Because the past is not the present. You may be in a relationship now with someone, and this has personally happened to me. Someone hanging on to something I did in the past. And I learned my lesson. I've changed because we're meant to change. I've grown, I've evolved because we were meant to evolve and grow. And I'm someone else, not that person in the past. But that person, other person, is in the past, remembering I didn't do this, or I said that, or I did this. And I've apologized. And I've changed, but they're wanting me to be that person in the past, wanting to hang on to whatever hurt they believe I caused in the past, even though I'm loving them now, I've apologized, I'm a different person, I've shown them that. But they're not wanting to allow me to be who I am in the present. So if you are one of those people who are not seeing the person who has evolved as they are in the present. Ask yourself, why do you want to hang on to that old person, that old hurt? You're keeping that person prisoner. And if you're like me, you won't be in anyone's cage. People change. People change. You have to change. Or you might lose the people that you love, who are in your life, who've changed. I was watching Anthony Hopkins' top 10 list of tips or advice, suggestions about life. And I believe one of the first things he said was, do not associate with people who live in the past. And I totally agree with that. Because they'll never be right here. They'll never be in the present with you as you are, seeing you as you are, seeing life as it is. Because every moment is a new moment. And if you're not aware of that, if you're not experiencing that, if you cannot understand that, then you will suffer. And most conscious people will not be around you. Understand that the past is not the present. Sit with this love posse. Thank you for your time. I love you. Spirit loves you. You are loved. If this content was meaningful or helpful, please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also, please check out my shop on my website at tiffanyhoward.com. Check out my books, my tapping books. If you're on Facebook, please support me on Facebook. Right now is a new moment. The past is not the present. Namaste. Namaste.